I want to talk about Ashton Jeanty, and I want to talk about Travis Hunter. And I want to talk about the Heisman. So you have probably been inundated with Ashton Jeanty commentary. You have seen the gaudy numbers this man is putting up, right? 1,000 yards rushing the first 5 games. Going into this game against Utah State, he was averaging 239 a game. He was on pace for 2,545 yards, 39 TDs. Against Utah State, he had 13 carries for 186 yards. Okay? Light work for him. They are undefeated. But I got to tell you, even if Boise State goes undefeated, and even if Ashton Jeanty rushes for 2,000 yards, he ain't going to win the Heisman Trophy. Heisman voters will never allow that. He will not win the Heisman Trophy.
I think it's time we talk about Ashton Jeanty, or for me, the IRL Road to Glory player who is on track to catch up to Barry Sanders' NCAA record in rushing yards and touchdowns this season, but somehow still might not win the Heisman. Ashton Jeanty currently has 1,031 yards and 16 touchdowns and only 95 carries. Yes, I said 95 carries. That's 10.9 yards a touch. To put his stats in perspective, he leads all running backs in the NCAA by 260 yards, with the closest player to him being Caleb Johnson of Iowa, with 771 yards. Not only does he lead all running backs in yards, but he also leads all of them in touchdowns with 16. He even has more touchdowns than every QB has thrown other than Cam Ward and Kyle McCord. Again, he's doing all this on 95 touches in only 5 games. It's like he's playing on freshman difficulty. With all this, he's led the Broncos to be ranked 17th so far in college football after Bama got showed how to play SEC football, and Tennessee, Missouri, USC, Michigan, and Louisville all dropped in one weekend. Ironically, the best running back in college right now was only a 3-star back in high school. He played football, basketball, and ran track, running an 11.13 in the 100. Bro's definitely getting rolled by the high schoolers these days. On the football side of things though, he did have 1,835 yards with 31 touchdowns in his senior year, and this is in Texas, by the way. Somehow with all that, only had offers from Boise State, Air Force, Army, Cal, and Dartmouth. His first 2 years at Boise were actually good statistically. 800 yards and 7 touchdowns as a freshman, 1,347 yards and 14 touchdowns as a sophomore, and he ended up helping them win a conference championship. Then this season, he's on his way to hit well over 2,000 yards. Even with all that, he's still unlikely to win the Heisman this year due to him playing in a Group 5 conference. Just look at a list of notable players who have similar seasons rushing. Out of all the players on this list, Leon Thomason is the closest stat-wise, with his team actually being ranked at the end of the year and him also placing 4th in the Heisman race. But still, he placed 4th. Not only is he on track to set the rushing record and touchdown record, but if he were to win the Heisman this year, he would be the only Heisman to average 11 yards per play. All that to say, y'all better put some more respect on this Michael Myers standing running back. This dude's a real problem. Now, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was supposed to make the video earlier this week. Kind of got sidetracked. There was a little hurricane situation that happened. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, this isn't my best work, but I promise I'll be back. I'll make a better video next week. And I'll catch you on the next one.